Deep in a quiet forest, nestled near the Blue Mountain, a wooden cabin sits perfectly still. Inside, an elderly grandfather sleeps soundly, unaware that his two grandchildren are slipping out the front door into the freezing night. They are chasing a legend. The villagers speak of a hidden, glowing cave in the mountain that houses an ancient mirror capable of revealing the future to anyone who looks into it. By seeking out this mythical foresight, the siblings have left their immediate reality behind, leaving their home completely unguarded during their journey into the cold. Inside the home, the environment is fragile. The structure is built of flammable timber. The only adult is deep in sleep, and in the center of the room sits a wood-burning heating stove, appearing dormant. A pile of everyday clothing sits on the chair, resting just inches from the stove's edge. While the forest feels threatening, a catastrophe is already brewing inside the home. In these unwatched spaces, disaster requires nothing more than a momentary lapse in human attention. As the children trek toward the summit, the forest grows silent. The ambient noise drops away, replaced by the sight of a massive, distorted shadow stalking them through the trees. Pushing through the fear, they reach the mouth of the cave. Inside, the cave walls glisten like diamonds. In the far corner, resting on an old table, sits the mirror. The boy steps up and wipes away a thick layer of dust. As the glass clears, the reflection reveals a terrifying sight. Their wooden cabin is currently engulfed in flames. To understand what the children are seeing, we have to look away from the mirror and back to the stove. A single spark has popped from the ashes and landed directly on the nearby clothes. During the smoldering phase, an ember rests on the fabric, radiating heat downward into the microscopic fibers. Ambient oxygen flows over it, feeding the chemical reaction. Heat builds deeper without a visible flame. Reaching its ignition point, the quiet smolder becomes an open fire. Back in the forest, the terrified siblings are sprinting home. In the moonlight, the monstrous shadow chasing them finally steps into the clear. It is only their pet dog who had followed them to ensure their safety. Catastrophic events often arise from the quiet, unchecked laws of physics operating in unwatched spaces, rather than from external monsters or curses. The children burst through their front door, breathless, and find that the vision from the cave has become a physical reality. Thick smoke is already rising from the clothes next to the stove. They grab water and immediately douse the charred fabric. By soaking the clothes, they physically interrupted the thermodynamic chain just seconds before the material could fully ignite, saving their home. The legend of the mirror captures the exact moment the children finally recognized the consequences of their own negligence. It reflects the realization that their actions in the present were already dictating the disaster of their future. The siblings learned that curiosity and the desire to see what lies ahead must be anchored by vigilance over the world they currently inhabit. Effective foresight requires everyday common sense, like checking the stove before bed, preventing profound loss before it begins.